My name is James Williams Jr., and this is Kung Fu Habit number 2. I want to talk to you guys about a few things that we need to address. Alright? First and foremost, we salute the fallen. We salute John McCain. We salute Aretha Franklin. We salute that woman who lost her life by her husband's hands and her 3 children. We salute the young teenage black boy who was shot and killed by a cop in Texas. We salute the young lady who was killed by an undocumented foreigner. Those are the people we've lost in just this little bit of time. We salute the people who lost their lives in a fucking video game tournament. We, as people, need to figure out what the fuck is going on. Alright? I'm trying not to cry about this while I make this video. I've addressed this on so many levels, so many times. I've faced this in my own actual life with people killing their significant others. Excuse me. I've lost 2 cousins to violence from their lovers. One on my mom's side, one on my dad's side. Alright, I'm not gonna give out any names. Everybody who's watching me in Charlottesville and family, y'all know who the fuck they are. They deserve to have their names praised. But I'm not gonna put their names out here on social media. Just know that their torches was extinguished way too fucking soon. Way too soon over petty jealousy and over male jealousy. My first experience with this was back in the 90s where I lost 2 friends. The man and the woman were both my friends in high school. And then later, my cousin's cousin and his girlfriend. Both of them had baby girls. Both of them lost their lives to domestic violence and stupidity. Because we can't sit down and talk and we can't work shit out. We just all out refuse to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Sorry. As a man, I've made it my mission in life, no matter what a woman does to me, to not put my fucking hands on her. I was raised better than that. Now, I will bend the rules for siblings, because some of my siblings need to have this shit slapped out of them. They know who they are, and yes, they're all female. I ain't got a problem tagging one of my brothers in the chin if it needed. But for females, I'm a little bit more lax on that. But sometimes they may need to understand the palm of my hand. I never thought that I would ever have it happen to more direct family members. Both my cousins, it kind of happened about the same time. On my dad's side, it was closer to summer's end. And on my mom's side, it was like the day before Christmas. And she was really young. Life was just starting. She wasn't really in her 20s, And all because of rumors. And all because of dumb shit. And same thing on my dad's side. All because of rumors and dumb shit. And petty jealousy. Well, here's the thing. I don't give a damn who you are in a relationship. I don't care if you wear the pants or the panties. Or both. Because in some cases, the women wear both. The prettier person in a relationship. If you're a drop dead gorgeous man or a drop dead gorgeous woman, you're going to get most of the attention in the relationship. Whether it be on the streets, whether it be from men, maybe a few women, you're going to get the attention. And these 8 people, let me first say, in the first case, the high school and my cousin's cousin, I knew both the men. I only knew one woman in high school. They were good people. They weren't bad people. The man just got overzealous and jealousy pretty much blinded him. And he was if I can't have her, no one can have her. They want a breakup. And then they were dead. And for my cousin's cousin, he was like a big brother to me. I don't know what the fuck happened. And I never really talked to his girlfriend. I knew her, but I didn't know her. And then they were dead. This is a hard subject, so I'm gonna have to power through this shit. I miss them. I miss what they could be doing now. No, they had so much ahead of them. Both couples. So much ahead of them. And my cousin's cousin kept me from the streets, because he went to jail. He's like, I don't want you doing the shit I do. Do what I say, I'm gonna fuck you up. Because jail ain't no place for no man. And he owned the shit he did. He never denied the shit he did. He went to jail for it. He didn't deny it. He served his time. But when he came home, obviously there was a lot more different about him, and his fuse was shorter. And again, him and his girl in front of their baby, they were done. That was the second time that had happened to me in my lifetime. The first time, I still never got over the first one because I knew both of them fairly well. I knew the guy more than I knew the girl because he was like in the street behind my house. I lived in West Haven. He lived on Page Street. So I knew him. I didn't know his dad. I knew what his dad did for a living. I'm going to leave that off. But never saw it coming. It's like graduation, I remember. And then I remember that. I don't remember if it happened before graduation. I don't remember if it happened after. But I remember it. And I haven't forgotten it. And I'm pretty sure it happened in the house behind my house on Page Street. I'm not going to swear to that, but, from what I was told, what I remember doesn't mean it's accurate. But I do know they're both fucking dead in front of their baby as well. I think there's also a girl. And that was like my first lesson in that. And it was like, okay, no matter what a girl does to me, I'm never going to go that far. Never. I don't give a fuck what she does. You don't kill a girl because she doesn't love you. You might not like it and you have to accept it, but you don't fucking bring harm to them. You don't own anybody because you're in a relationship. You don't. You can't control what they do, and if you think that you can, then you don't need to be in a relationship. It's just that simple. As we move on to the third and fourth one, these are closer to home because they're kin to me. In the third case, he was kin to me kind of. He was kin to my cousin, but he wasn't really kin to me, but he was like family. So he might as well have been family. And family don't always mean blood. But it kind of fucked me up because I never saw it coming. But as we move on to my two female cousins that lost their life to two stupid boys, it's a hingling. It stirs me talking about it. It bothers me to this day. Making sure those damn lights were on. My cousin on my mother's side, I don't think she ever made it to her 22nd birthday. I don't remember if she was killed in front of her baby. But I do know that her baby's a little bit bigger now. A little bit older now. And I dread the day that her grandmother, my cousin, has to explain to her why her mom lost her life. Oh, a stupid fucking boy. Because his dumbass jealousy and rumors on the streets, it's just rumors. A rumor's a rumor until you can prove it to be true. And even if you can prove it to be true, you have to learn how to adjust and adapt and accept. But retaliation by gunshot, that ain't the way to go. No, that ain't the way to go at all. My other cousin on my father's side, they lost her life due to her husband being a dumbass. Same concept. Rumors, man. Rumors. Rumors and jealousy destroy people. And we have to learn how to take things as they are, accept things for what they are, and adapt, not end lives over stupid shit. When I found out that my cousin on my dad's side died by her husband's hand, it fucked me up. Because she was a smart girl. Just like my cousin on my mom's side. She was a smart girl. They weren't dummies, you know. The fact that they fell in love with dumbasses is a problem. I want all of you watching this video to look at your child. And please, raise them to learn what the fuck the word no means. Raise them to accept the things that they can't change. Raise them to learn right from wrong and to adapt and accept right from wrong. Don't let them think that they are above the law or above crime or fault. You know, everybody has faults. I'm short. It's not a fault. It's something I can work with. I will never get taller, but I can adapt. I'm 120 pounds. I can still be strong. I just ain't gonna pick up no cars or no shit like that. But adrenaline is a powerful motivator or a powerful rage. When you're in a relationship, the prettiest person in the relationship is always gonna get the most attention. You should probably try to honor them before you try killing them. And that's been a problem with a lot of men. Now, I don't personally know any women who have killed men in my life. You know, I ain't gonna say it can't happen. I hope like hell it don't happen. But women feel the same emotional rockage as we do, and they probably feel a lot closer than we do. Women are more of an emotional creature. Don't you believe that shit. Everybody, no matter the gender, are an emotional creature. Your emotions will guide every step you take. I have been cheated on by every girlfriend I had except for my last fiance. I never wanted it to end. She ended it. She took me to court for 2 love songs and 2 text messages. But she knows I never put my hands on her. She slapped me twice. Once in public, downtown at the bridal store, and once at her friend's house. My ride or die there. I never put my hands on her. Never. I never raised my hand to her in anger. And when she smacked me at theirs house, I raised my hand. It wasn't to smack her. I told her, I don't know who the fuck you were with before me, but a real man don't hit the woman that he loves under no circumstances. So I've never put my hands on you. And this is the second and the last time you better ever slap me. Well, it was because she destroyed me after that. After we went to go see Twilight. I've watched the best of people lose their lives before I joined the army. Over shit that won't worth dying for. This is for you young men out here. I would say it's for you young women, but I'm not really gonna say it's for you young women. I'm gonna say it for you young men. You can't make nobody love you. And you need to learn that before you get into a relationship. No matter how you feel for someone else, you can't make them love you. Under no circumstances whatsoever, you can't make them love you. You can't. Young women, if you're looking, if you're watching, these aren't just cautionary tales, these are facts. And you can't make nobody love you. Getting pregnant does not change the fact that that motherfucker don't love you. And if he don't love you, he's not going to stay whether you get pregnant or not. So don't get pregnant by the dumb bastard. Fuck him and then throw him the fuck out your house. Young men, you can't make her love you. If that was the case, I never broke up with my fiance. Ever. Still got 3 rings over there. Those are rings she'll never get. Because she made it legally impossible for me to speak to her on any level. No texting, no calling, no nothing. That's the way she wanted it. It's not the way I wanted it. I still think about her every day. I still cry on her birthday. I ain't gonna lie about it. I do. And anybody who I'm in a relationship right now, hey, she's the love of my life. She always has been, she always will be. Even if I'm not the love of hers. I moved forward because I didn't have a choice. Because we had to move on by force, not by course. I don't know why we broke up, and I'll never know. Because she's not a woman. She wasn't woman enough to tell me the truth, she didn't care. But I owe her my life. Because before I met her, I was going to commit suicide. I went to the military to serve my country and die a hero. Because I didn't want to go to prison at zero. Because I was also desperate for money. What better way to make an honest living than serving my country? When I lost my cousins, I've realized two things in life. I've always had it right. I've never put my hands on a woman that wasn't kin to me, and if it wasn't a fair fight. Most of the time, the only woman that's ever beat my ass has been my big sister. When we get older, when we get wiser, when y'all start having children, which I don't have, these are the things you need to know. Who is my daughter gonna bring home? Is she gonna bring home a decent man? Or is she gonna bring home a psycho motherfucker that's gonna be jealous of her every fucking step and turn? So I want you guys to keep this video. If you don't keep anything else, when you have children, you need to know who the hell your child's bringing home. And more importantly, your child needs to know. Your child also needs to be able to tell you when they are afraid to be in a relationship. And then you need to step in. You need to step in and tell the young man, hey, look, dude, I don't want you near my daughter anymore. I'm going to go have a talk with your parents. I'm going to have a sit down and chat with your parents. But more importantly, I'm going to have a sit down and chat with you. My daughter's scared of you. My daughter does not love you. We don't want to make this a legal issue. But you need to back the fuck off and go away. Now, there's that saying, if you set someone free and they come back as meant to be, that's bullshit. Don't believe it. Because sometimes they just come back to kill you. So you can believe that. That's not their situation in my family, though. Their lives were taken because the boys they were with were fucking retarded. The boys they were with also took their own lives because they weren't man enough to stand trial for the crime of passion in which they created. So I implore you, young ladies and young men, learn what the fuck the word no means. Accept it and deal with it. I'm still dealing with it. 8 years to the day that my heart was destroyed by the woman who saved my life. I still deal with it. It will be a hard subject until the day I die. Until she gets all this crap off of me where we can actually sit down and have a chat. You know, and I hope that day comes. I'm probably sure it will never come because, like I said, she's not a woman. She was never truly a woman. She was damaged before she met me. I was damaged before she met her, before I met her. The problem was, I thought I was going to save her, and that we were going to live happily ever after. And that fairy tales weren't full of shit. Fairy tales are way full of shit. It ain't unicorn shit either. It's just shit. And still hurts me to this day that I can't hold her. Still hurts me to this day that I sleep alone. She's happy wherever she is, and if she's not, I'm sorry. I hope that she's happy. I don't have a way of knowing. She made that legally impossible. She will probably regret that later down the road if we both live long enough to ever get past whatever the fuck the problem was. But I will say this. I didn't do it. I only wanted to be with her for the rest of my life. And I'm not. I had to accept that. I don't like it. I'm talking to a girl, but it ain't the same. I could go as far as to say I love the girl that I'm talking to, but I will never love her the way I love the one that threw me away. No, I didn't let her go. I will give you this before I close out, just in case she actually sneaks in and watches my videos. I didn't break my promise to her. When we got together, when I came home from Canada, I told her I would love her for the rest of my life. I kept that promise. Up to the day she threw me the fuck out the house, I kept that promise. I still kept that promise. because I still do love her. I will love her until the end of time because she was the one who saved me from killing myself. And then she made me want to kill myself again because it has not been easy living without her. But I would never in a million years bring harm to her. Ever. My graphic novel is dedicated to her and my two passing fathers. Even one of my episodes that has been stolen is sitting on a desk in Alabama somewhere with my computer with her face on it. I dedicated a couple of those episodes to her too, for Guardians of the Earth. As I close out, I want you all to know this. There are some people in this world that you do not fall out of love with, even if love is not the cure for all and does not conquer all. It's just something that you need to know. There are some people that you will never fall out of love with, even if you can't be with them for the rest of your life. There are some people that you will never fall out of love with. That's my story. I've had to move on by force, not by course. It is not a fate that I would wish on anyone, ever. But at the same time, I would also never bring harm to anyone who don't want me. And we have to all figure this out. If you love someone enough, that you can let them go. That's love. If you love someone enough where you don't want someone to have them, if you can't have them, that's not love. That's obsession. And that also leads to death. I miss the people that I mentioned that died. I miss the first couple that I knew that got killed. I miss the second couple. And I miss my two cousins. I never knew their husbands and boyfriends. I don't give a fuck because they're pieces of shit. Now that first couple, I knew them. I went to school with them. Practically grew up with them. Well, with the boy. Never saw it coming. With the girl, I met her through middle school. In high school, she was cool as fuck. Again, I leave names off because I just don't want people to know their story like that. If you ask me in person, I'll tell you, but for video purposes, you don't need to know their names. It's not necessary. It's just know that it's a true story and that their little girl's gotta be about 20 years old now. She's gotta be, because 93 was a long time ago. So she's gotta be somewhere between 20 and 30. I'm really bad with math. But, you know, I hope that she's had a decent life. I hope that she's very careful with the boys that she chooses. For the second couple's kid, that kid's got to be about 20-something years old. Because both these kids were like in diapers, like 2 or 3 years old when this shit happened. So they got to be in their 20s by now. Because I'm in my 40s. And I hope that they have all chosen to have decent lives and met decent people. And I wish nothing but the best for their kids. My cousin, her child's like maybe 8 or 9. Cute little girl, looks just like her fucking mama, split image. I hope that when she's old enough to date, that she doesn't follow her mom's path, and that she finds a decent man who's not a jealous asshole, and that she gets a fuller life than her mom got. My other cousin, she didn't have children. She had an adoptive child. He may have seen it, he may not, and he's probably 15, 16 now. And I hope like hell that he has a decent life and that he chooses to not be like the asshole that took his mom from him. Because adopted or not, he's still family. I never met the kid. But I do know that I think he was there, and I hope he wasn't a victim too. But these things can't keep happening. And we have to raise our children, boys and girls. We have to raise them right, man. We have to raise girls to not get pregnant by assholes because they love them. They say that it's okay to have sex. Get a big dick and a lick and then lick that motherfucker out your house. We have to tell our boys, it's okay to have sex. It's okay to bang that box out. But don't get them pregnant if you don't want to have nothing to do with them. don't put your hands on them under any circumstances whatsoever. Walk away unless she's got something in her hand and you have nowhere to go. Because I have a policy about hitting women. You don't do it. However, my policy has had some upgrades because my cousin, he's like, "Nah, I support you, James. Don't hit a woman. But if she can clench her fist to hit you like a man, or she has the following instruments in her weapon hands, any weapon of any kind, which goes from a spoon, a fork, a knife, a toothpick, a rock, a brick, a hammer, anything she can use to bring you bodily harm, gives you a hall pass. She is no longer a woman, she is a person. And a person that has intention to bring you bodily harm should probably get bodily harm. And I kind of feel like I need to support that theory because a lot of people just think that they can beat you because they're female and they can get away with it. And times are changing. Men are actually hitting women back now. Unfortunately, men are still going to jail for that shit. So I want to close out with this. Please. These 3 things are important. If you don't watch anything else for this video, just remember these 3 things. 1. Outside of self-defense, you don't need to be hitting anyone, man or woman. 2. Respect the stop and respect the word no. And 3. No matter what you do, no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, no matter what your ethnicity is, no matter what your views are politically or socially or scientifically or in the world in general, you can't make anyone on this planet love you more or less. You can't change their feelings about you, and you have to accept it. And then there's that 4th one. This is probably the more important one. Never be afraid to ask for help. No matter your situation. PTSD, suicidal thoughts, get help. I'm telling you this because I had to get help. I still have PTSD. I still battle with depression every fucking day. But I got help. I got ways of dealing with it. Mass Effect, that's why I'm always posting videos. Making kung fu movies made me happy. So I need to get back into shape. If you see my other videos, you see that I suck. And I need to get back into shape some kind of bad. So I'm going to have to start taking an hour out of my day every day to 1, do my graphic novel, and 2, train. So, above all else, get help when you need it. Don't be ashamed. Don't be scared. Get help before they put you behind the vertical bars, or worse, before they put you in the horizontal box in the ground. I'm James Williams Jr., Comfort Habit number 2. I hope that this video has helped someone. I hope that I can look back on this video when I need help, so that I can see myself and tell myself, right, be seeing you.